Decent aroma. You guys know I hate tomatoes. Have not taken care of them at all. But a nice little aroma. There's the extent of it. These buckets are way too small. So if you plant your tomatoes, buckets like this are just way too small. It's not going to give the roots long enough. And obviously, I haven't really trained them up in or what everything that they really need. But the truth be told is that buckets like this are just far too small to raise tomatoes. If you're going to raise tomatoes, use a 5-gallon bucket at least, preferably a 10-gallon bucket. Now if you look at this, this is maybe what, 2 gallons maybe? Now if we come back over here, kind of back down here a little bit, yeah, we got all these seedlings here that we've never did transplant, but if you see the difference in the size there and the size here. If you're gonna plant tomatoes, plant them in something at least about this size, because now what you have is a lot more room for the roots to spread out. Part of the reason that those things aren't doing well is simply because the roots are just bound and whatnot, and the roots are way bigger than the plant itself. So if you're gonna plant tomatoes in a can, in a pot, get something big like this. Get something, 5 gallons is a minimum, okay? And I would start with that and get bigger. Always think about the roots. The roots are almost like underground leaves. The roots do under the ground what the leaves do above the ground, things like that. And so you got to consider the root. And so if you remember last year, I grew nothing but tomatoes in this bed here. And those tomatoes grew very, very well here. I mean, they grew really well. Same thing. You get 2 feet wide, 8 feet long. Much more room for the roots to grow compared to just those little pots. The roots just don't have enough room, and there's not enough nutrient. And especially when we're doing things organically like this, you gotta think about the roots. It's just, because without that, they're just going to it'll just all die off, So there's a quick tomato tip. Big pots. Big roots need big pots. Just think about that. All right. Check out greenhorngardening.com. To get that download on the right way to make organic fertilizers that you always hear me talking about. This stuff works. And it's about to rain here. I don't know if I'm going to get all my videos in, but I'll talk to you guys later, okay?